In my previous role, running the China-Britain Business Council, I was advising many British firms, and in my current role, I'm advising with APCO, I'm advising a lot of American multinationals. And I think over the last couple of years, the issue of talent retention, talent recruitment, loyalty, well-being has become, a really, really hot topic. That previously maybe it was something that was more the domain of the HR department, or was more domain of sort of internal communications, but now it's very much a key issue for multinationals globally, but also here in China in terms of firms that we're advising. How do they retain? How do they recruit? How do they create a workforce that's fit for the future, as flexible and agile and loyal and committed to the company? So I think the whole area of talent for businesses is critical. I think reflecting on a city of the future that can foster that talent development, I think, as we heard in the first session, Hangzhou is in a really good place because of some of the fundamentals that it has in terms of strong government, the fundamentals it has in terms of the education, institutions and infrastructure here, and is now emerging in terms of its business ecosystem across many sectors. I do think, though, that the future talent development requires more than just internationally educated, top-class, sophisticated, young graduates who have got a little bit of work experience internationally or an academic profile that's international. Talent for the future, or can speak multi-languages, English and Chinese, obviously. But talent of the future, I think, needs to be much more than that. The area of really understanding a multicultural environment, a global environment. So being well-versed in all aspects of a country's culture, history, beyond just the language, so that you can really empathize with your global partners or global business partners. So one of the challenges we've faced with companies at the moment is we can find good fresh graduates who have really good academic profiles, but really do they have the depth of understanding of an international environment both ways? So when, if you've got foreign talent wanting to come to China, they really need to be embedded here, not just learn the language, not just learn a little bit about the history and the culture. The other challenge, I think, is, and it came up again in the first session, is around agility and adaptability. So that talent that can be quickly mobilized and is willing to be flexible and agile and shift from roles and responsibilities and be able to take on tasks and responsibilities that may be outside their norm, outside their academic background, outside their experiences to date. So that sort of entrepreneurial spirit, that kind of can-do, yeah, I'll take that on. And I don't mean entrepreneurs in a private business setting, even within multinationals, those that are saying, yep, I can do that. That's what we need right now. I can flex and I can be agile. So creating that kind of talent is quite challenging. I think that starts at school level, certainly through universities, and certainly by businesses providing multiple opportunities for people to try different things out and be much more agile and flexible. I mentioned entrepreneurial spirit. I think that's something that for Hangzhou, there is a really good example of that through history, as we heard, but also more recent history with the tech sector. But it just goes beyond just being an entrepreneur. Having that within your lifestyle, your mindset, even if you're working for government or a major SOE, that you have that kind of mindset. Another reflection is for Hangzhou's position. And I want to go back to what we saw in terms of that pyramid of the kind of three stages of sort of values of a city can bring or a country can bring. I think Hangzhou is very, very strong, and maybe across many of Chinese cities, very, very strong at the base of that pyramid with history and culture, and increasingly very strong at the top of that pyramid with innovation and technology and new industry development. But it's in that middle bit where I think there needs to be more investment. Investment in creating a lifestyle and an environment where foreign talent wants to be in China and Chinese talent can work for foreign firms here in a way that they have the chance to live a life that is full of quality, whether that's food or leisure or sports or music. And I think it's that middle area that there can be further investment to. To conclude, I'd just sort of reflect on the importance of talent from an economic point of view. As we come out of COVID, hopefully we'll see, as we're seeing now, the sort of the reemergence of sort of global exchange of goods and services and finance and money. Still, we've got the challenges in supply chains, but for really a global economy to exist and for businesses to be global in Hangzhou or any city in China, there really needs to be a sort of free flow of people, free flow of talent, and underpinning that is a free flow of ideas. And so without that, I don't think any company or any city can be truly global. It's the people and the talent and the ideas and the conversations and dialogues that they exchange that's the glue to ensure that a sort of global business or a global business environment is sustainable and create that kind of a global platform for businesses to thrive.